Okay, parabola is given, this time not in turning point form, which means there might be a little bit more work to do, not too much, but this is going to be one of the tricks with parabolas, is to know turning point form or given the x-intercepts, because we don't know what this point is here. Then it would be nice, PQ, but this isn't too bad either. So y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. We just have to think a little bit and go, well, if we were trying to find the x-intercepts, we would have factorized or used the quadratic equation, but we would have had something equals 0 and we would have factorized. That's the way I like to remember that, so we can go, well, y equals, we would have factorized to work out what the x-intercepts were. We would have gone x minus the one intercept, x minus the other intercept. And we need to multiply this whole thing by a to see how much we've stretched it. But maybe that's the way to remember it, of when we're working out the x-intercepts. And that's how we started this section, was work out the x-intercepts, okay, multiply all out, factorize, let y equal 0. Okay, so we're going to subtract each of these x-intercepts. So we're going to subtract negative 6, which is the same as subtracting negative 6. It's the same as adding 6. And we're going to subtract 2. So that's in x-intercept form. And now we need to determine what a is. And by now we know that we just keep substituting. If in doubt, substitute. So we're substituting in here and we're saying, well, the y value is 6. So 6 equals a. And then we've got our brackets. Our x value is 0. So 0 plus 6, 0 minus 2. One equation, one variable. Let's solve. So 6 equals a times, well, this is quite nice when they give us the y-intercept, I must say, because this is just 0 plus 6 is 6. I'm just going to keep track of it. 6, 0 minus 2 is minus 2. 6 times minus 2, minus 12. So let's divide both sides by negative 12. Divide by negative 12. 6 over negative 12, negative a half. Of course, you've got your calculator handy, so you can just pop it in there, and equals a, because these things, that was the point of dividing by negative 12, but we've been doing that for a while. Okay, so a equals negative 12, negative a half at least. You know, my question's always going to be, does it make sense to have a negative at least? Well, yes, it's a sad parabola, so it should be negative. So y equals negative a half, x plus 6, x minus 2. And if we needed to, if we really were asking what is a, b, and c, then we could multiply this out to get our values of a, b, and c. I'm not going to do that now because I know you know how to multiply it. The whole point was just how do we determine it, and I think it's in this key step of knowing that it's going to look like this. And I know this is still kind of fairly new of how we're doing this, so to remember, oh yeah, there was that thing, not turning point form, but x-intercept form, which is this one, x minus the one intercept, x minus the other intercept. As I said, I think maybe just remembering, well, if we were to work out x-intercepts for parabolas, in fact, that's what we started the year with, and I said keep drawing these parabolas so that we knew that when we were doing something and saying bracket, 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 bracket equals 0, what we were doing, oh yeah, it was parabolas, and we were finding x-intercepts. And now we actually see the parabola as our starting point. So yeah, there we go.